ओम वेनस्तत् पश्यन् निहितं गुहा सद्यत्र विश्वं भवति एक अनीडम तस्मिन् इदं संच विचैति सर्वं स ओतः प्रोतश्च विभुः प्रजासु. Such a beautiful Yajurveda mantra, 32nd chapter, 8th mantra. Really mind-blowing Veda mantra. See, from morning to evening, I was just thinking, from morning to evening, if you are working or if you are in business or if you are a student, you are in any field, from morning to evening, just understand or just imagine how many people we are trying to impress. A guy is trying to impress the girl before marriage and vice versa also. The person is trying to impress his boss, he is trying to impress his colleagues. We are all doing impressing job. All along the day we are trying to do action, to do drama, to dress very well, to look very well, to look beautiful. We want to impress others. Why? Because when you impress others, they will appreciate you. They will start loving you, they will start liking you, they will start speaking good about you, etc. You don't want anybody to speak bad about you. So, and also we also get like, when I impress my boss, when my boss gets impressed, he will give me good increments, he will give me promotions. So selfish nature also is there. This drama is one side. These are all acting in our life, which we should try to avoid. But we never think to impress Paramatma. With Paramatma we cannot do acting, but we must try to impress Paramatma by singing his original qualities from the Veda mantras. And this mantra is another important mantra which we must keep in our mind on a daily basis. It's a beautiful word which comes in this mantra, Bhavati Ek Anidam. Ek Anidam. This entire universe, which is 13.8 billion years wide, 13.8 billion years in depth. This universe, which is unimaginably big, like scientists say. I was listening to one scientist. He was saying that when you go from here, when you travel 13.8 billion years, from that point of view, if you try to measure the universe, it will be further 13.8 billion years away. I mean, by that time, it will be expanding so much that the universe is as if it is endless. From a human mind perspective, universe is endless. It's as if it is endless. But Paramatma says, Ekanidam. The entire universe is a ghosla, small nest for me. Just like in comparison to this entire earth, just imagine a small bird's nest. A bird is living with her family or with his family. 2 birds and then 2 small birds are there. 4 birds are there in a small nest. That is the size of the, in comparison to earth, how small it is. Similarly, in comparison to me, Paramatma says this entire universe is that much only. My Acharya always says, Pada asya abhavat punaha tripadasya amritam devi. Pada asya does not mean 1/4 also. Pada asya means minute. Chota sa, itna sa tukda, itna minute. The universe is created by a minute power of Paramatma. In fact, my Acharya goes one step further. Only I have heard this from my Acharya. My Acharya always says, other rishis, of course I have not read like this, but my Acharya goes one step further. He says, Ye sansar ko Parameshwar ne nahi racha. This is a very, very important statement to understand. This universe is not created by Paramatma. Why? Because of this kind of knowledge. It's nothing in comparison with Paramatma. This a minute power of Paramatma creates the universe. So we cannot say that this universe is created by Paramatma. It is just a nimit only. Paramatma is nimit karan. बहुत minute. जैसे कि there is a money plant here. I don't want to tear a leaf, but like I can just use a small power. I just can tear a leaf and show to you. How much power is needed? Somebody can say, yeah, I only, I took this leaf out of the plant. Somebody can say, but I did not use any of my power. Maybe 0.5% of my power I used to pluck the leaf. So similarly, Ekanidam. We must fear this Paramatma. Today we are living in this world. We have forgotten Paramatma. We are not caring about Paramatma. We are not worshipping Paramatma. We are doing Kam, Krodh, Madlobh, Ahankar, forgetting that Paramatma is supreme judge. He is the one who has created this magnanimous universe. And he says this universe is like a Gosla, Ekanidam. So Paramatma says, Venas tat pashyan nihitam guha. Tat pashyat. Tat means that Paramatma, उस परमात्मा को Venas. Venaha means Vidwan log, Acharya log. Venaha is also a very, very beautiful name. Normally you would have not heard about a person having a name Vena. Very rarely, but Venaha is name which mentions here. Venaha means a Vidwan, an Acharya, a yogi who has attained Samadhi. Tat pashyan nihitam guha. He realizes Paramatma in his own, inside himself. And he pashyat means he sees, he understands Paramatma. After understanding Paramatma, he knows Paramatma is so big power. I am nothing in front of Paramatma. I am just immersed in him. That's it. Yogis are so humble. We people, we just speak as if, we know everything. We behave as if we are the greatest person in the world. Even the greatest person, let's say the world's richest person or world's most genius person. When you go and talk to them, they will know that I am the world's richest. They will not even talk to you, people like normal people. But in front of Paramatma, Paramatma says, kuch bhi nahi hai. Nobody can be compared with him, with me. So that Paramatma is realized by yogis, rishi munis. And where? Nihitam guha, inside themselves. And Sadyatra Vishwam Bhavati Ekanidam. This entire Vishwam, which is made from Prakriti, is a small nest in comparison to his power. And this, where is the nest? This nest is inside, like inside the earth, there is a tree. Inside the earth, there are trillions of trees. And in one of the branch, there is a small nest. That is this entire universe when we compare to Paramatma. So Sadyatra Vishwam. Where is the nest? The nest is in the earth. We can say the nest is in the earth or on the earth. Similarly, where is this entire universe? The entire universe is in the Paramatma, on the Paramatma. Paramatma ke andar hai, entire universe. And who knows this? Yogi knows this. We do not know. That's why we have to read these Veda mantras. We must try to understand when we try to understand more about Paramatma, we will stop pleasing others. We will not impress our boss. We will not impress our colleagues. We will not impress our wife or girlfriend or boyfriend, etc. We will impress Paramatma. We will see that, hey Paramatma. And we will try to impress our Acharya by our knowledge, not by acting. Don't act in front of Acharya. Acharya, of course, will bless you. Oh, aap bahut bade jigyasu hai. Acharya will tell to keep our face value. He will say Ashirvad, you are very good, etc. But the reality is known to him in Samadhi, right? So we should not do acting to Acharya and Paramatma. We cannot do. That's another thing. Bhavat eka nidam tasmin idam samcha vichaiti sarvam. Inside, in that Paramatma, samcha vichaiti, samyeti vieti. Samyeti means pralaya, vieti means creation. The pralaya, the nest is built on the tree. Tree is on the earth. Similarly, the entire process of this universe, creation and destruction. Samyeti means destruction. Vieti means creation. This creation and destruction happens inside Paramatma. And Paramatma does not use his power, just a small power. So my Acharya always says, Naam ke vaste, just to make others understand, you can say that Paramatma created the world. But in reality, Paramatma does not create. Its small power creates. So sa otah protascha vibhuhu prajasu. So Maharishi actually writes Oth-prot. Like Oth-prot means just you take this t-shirt. Inside this t-shirt, if you observe, the threads are like in the length. Oth-prot means in the length side, in the width side, the threads are running. Wherever you go and search, the thread is there. You go and search here, there is a thread. Here there is a thread, here there is a thread, right? Similarly, this entire universe is within Paramatma. Somebody was asking me yesterday a technical question. Where is the space between Prakriti for Paramatma, etc., etc.? But the mantra says, Ota Protha. You, wherever you go, there is Paramatma. There is no place where Paramatma does not exist. That is called as Ot Prot. Entire universe is covered by Paramatma. What is beyond universe is Paramatma. Beyond universe, my Acharya used to say, yogi log to divi log. Yogi people, they live on divi log. They live outside the universe. They don't live in the universe. So that's Ota Prota means somebody asked question, what is outside the universe? Outside the universe is Paramatma. And in that Paramatma only yogi, yatra deva amritamana adherayanta. The yogi log are freely traveling inside Paramatma. Even outside the universe, they are in moksha avastha. So here Maharshi writes, वही सबको उपासना करने योग्य है. That Paramatma who creates the universe. Inside the Paramatma, this entire universe exists like a small nest. And Paramatma is Vibhuhu. Vibhuhu means omnipresent, like Otprot. Is closely woven everywhere. Everywhere there is Paramatma. We said time, space, time, dimension, etc. Right? Similarly, it's only Paramatma everywhere. And that Paramatma is realized by yogi. So we must worship this Paramatma who is realized by a yogi who creates the universe. This universe is so minute in front of that Paramatma, and this inside that Paramatma only the universe gets collapsed, and inside that Paramatma only the universe gets created from Prakriti by the power of Paramatma. We must worship this Paramatma. We must accept this Paramatma as the supreme. So Maharshi writes, He Manushyaha Vidwan yeva yam buddhi balena janati. Vidwan yeva, only the Vidwan. Vidwan here means Rishi Muni Tapasvi Yogis. Vidwan yeva means only them, only they know. Buddhi balena janati. How they know? They know by their bal, by their strength and their knowledge and tapasya. Strength means here tapasya strength. By their tapasya, by their brahmacharya, by their yogic power, by their buddhi gyan, they only know that Paramatma. We do not know that Paramatma. We try to speak about Paramatma like, people like me. I speak as if that I know everything, but I do not know anything. Why? Because I am not a Vidwan yet. I am trying. You also try. As I tell in every video, you also try. And you also try to make videos. Thereby, you can understand more. When I speak, like, I am speaking, right? I have not prepared anything. But when I speak, it helps. Something is coming out of me, and I am also hearing that. And when I speak and when I hear it, I also get inspiration towards Paramatma more. Similarly, when you make videos, you will also get more inspiration towards Paramatma and Acharya. So, Vidwan eva yam buddhi balena janati yah sarvesham akasha adinam padarthanam adhikaranam asti. Everything is under the control of that Paramatma, and that Paramatma is so vast. This entire universe is so small. Yatra sanghara kale sarvam jagal liyate. Sanghara kale means some eti. During the time of final destruction, the entire universe gets converted into Prakriti and it stays inside Paramatma. And sarga kale, when the time of creation comes, cha yato nisarati yena vyaptena vina. Sarga kale means creation. When the creation happens, inside that Paramatma the entire creation happens. So uske bina kinchidapi vastu na vartate. Paramatma ke kripa ke bina, without the mercy of Paramatma, kinchidapi vastu na vartate. Koi bhi vastu nahi reh sakta. Even I am breathing, right? This pran is going inside and coming outside. It's not due to me, it's due to Paramatma. The pran is created by Paramatma. Without him, nothing can exist. Vartate tam vihaya, usko chodkar tam vihaya, leaving him, asyam kanchid api upasayam ishwaram ma vijanantu. There is no other Paramatma whom we should worship. There is no other Paramatma who exists to be worshipped. Like people worship Sri Ram as Paramatma. Sri Ram took birth in this earth. Paramatma is the one who is sustaining the entire universe. When you compare this entire universe, the earth is a small dot, and when you compare the earth, the nest is a small dot. This entire universe is a small dot inside Paramatma. We are praying to Sri Krishna that, oh Sri Krishna, you are the avatar of Paramatma. Is it not insult to Sri Ram and also Paramatma? It is a big insult. That's why here Maharishi writes, no other Paramatma should be worshipped. We are saying Allah is the Paramatma. Somebody is saying Krishna is the Paramatma. Somebody is saying Mahavir is the Paramatma. Buddha is the Paramatma. No, these are all human beings, maybe great people. Of course, Allah is not, Allah is a title of the God in Arabic. In Arabic, Allah means God, title. God is not the name, God is a title. But in the description, when you read, what I've listened from Zakir Naik, that doesn't match with the Vedas. So we cannot accept, omnipresent, etc. Allah is not omnipresent. Paramatma is omnipresent. Inside that Paramatma, this entire universe is a small dot. So we must worship this Paramatma, leaving this Paramatma. And how do we worship? By Ved Vidya. We cannot worship that Paramatma by any other book. And if we are worshipping it, it is our own mercy, our own free will. Paramatma will definitely give result of those deeds. He will punish us. So we must try to worship this Paramatma. Leaving this Paramatma, let us not worship anybody else as Paramatma. That's the message of the Vedas. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.